The holiday party is about to get in full swing here, and you don't have to just drink eggnog and hot chocolate at those parties when you get together this season. Why not spice it up just a little bit? Here to show us a couple of drink ideas is Sandra Spalding with Twin Liquors. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you for being here. You've got a couple drinks that you're going to show us how to make.
Yes. To me, the holidays are all about entertaining, and I like to make it easy. So I like to make drinks that I can do 2 at a time. I love the Manhattan. It's a great classic cocktail, but you can also spice it up depending on what kind of whiskey you're using. And so in this case, I'm going to use one of my favorites, the Maker's 46, which is a fantastic whiskey. And I like to stir my Manhattans just because I think that they taste a little bit better than when you shake them up. And so what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to go ahead and make 2 at a time.
Okay.
And the nice thing, and you can do it when you're shaking too, but the nice thing when you're stirring and you have a big enough beaker is that you can double your quantity.
I feel like we're in the science lab with the beaker.
Oh yeah, we call it the Twin Liquors Cocktail Lab, definitely. So I did 2 parts of the Maker's 46 whiskey, and I did some sweet vermouth here, and then we're going to just do some dashes of Angostura bitters. I like a little more. You can do a little less if you like. And so then we just stir that up. And you might want to stir it for about 30 seconds if you're going to serve it up. But since I like to serve mine on the rocks, I'm going to stir it for just maybe about like 10 seconds.
Okay.
Because dilution will happen when it's in the glass as well. All right. So really simple there. And then here are my big, beautiful ice cubes.
Those are neat.
I love these. I keep ice molded in the fridge all the time.
It keeps it easy, 1 per glass. You're good to go.
Yeah, and then the nice thing too is when you're serving a cocktail like this and you're doing it on the rocks, it lasts a little longer. And so during the holidays, we all like to be, well, all the time, we like to be conscientious of how much we're drinking and imbibing. And, you know, this is just a good way to make the drink last a little bit longer. Look at how gorgeous that color is. And I know you can... Not on camera. I mean, you can smell the beautiful aroma of the whiskey there. And so when I'm serving it up, I like to use the Luxardo cherries. Have you ever had these?
No.
They are absolutely fantastic.
But I can eat cherries straight out of the jar in one sitting.
I mean, you've got to. I mean, just smell those. Okay. They're beautiful.
I was going for it. I was gonna grab one.
Go for it. Here, I'm gonna get you one.
Oh yeah, and they're dark and they're a little darker.
Try one of those. Okay. They're gorgeous. And so when I serve it up, I like to use the Luxardo cherry. When you're serving it on the rocks, sometimes you don't quite have enough room for the cherry, so you can also use an orange, and you just zest it right over it, and you can just see that zest just hitting that glass. Just gorgeous, gorgeous zest, and that aroma is beautiful. And second drink here. And now you've got 2 drinks for your 2 guests that just walked into the house. So, yeah, so that's a great drink. Now, the other thing that I love to do is I like to make blended drinks too. We're in Texas. It's sometimes hot during the holidays. One of the fun drinks that we came up with for the holidays in our Twin Liquors Cocktail Lab was the Ciroc Snowball. And that's Ciroc coconut and pineapple with a little Coco Lopez and fresh lime juice. And it's essentially like a pina colada. And you blend it up in the blender and then serve it up. I like to garnish it with a little bit of mint. You can garnish it with lime juice too. I just kind of wake that mint up a little bit. And it's an awesome drink. I do about 6 at a time in the blender, and then you've got 6 drinks ready for your guests.
It looks good. And we've got about 30 seconds left, and then we're going to do one more trick here.
We have the ice trick. So if you've got a crowd and you're serving punch, it looks beautiful as a centerpiece. So you take a milk carton just like this, clean it out obviously, fill it with ice and freeze it, and then I'm going to have you just rip that open.
I can master this here.
Oh, you got it.
All right, as long as the ice doesn't slide out on the floor here.
You got it.
Okay. And this could even work for a non-alcoholic punch.
Oh, sure. Here, let's turn it on its side. Yeah, you just kind of rip it open here. And, yeah, non-alcoholic punch for sure. And get that right out of there. We'll just get rid of that.
Probably have more table room to work with.
And then you just set that right into the punch bowl. You can break it up if you like to. You can also freeze layers into the ice cube. And it looks really beautiful, especially if you have a really big, beautiful, clear punch bowl. It looks awesome.
I love it. Thank you so much for all these great ideas this morning. And have fun at all of your holiday parties. We're going to have these recipes on our website at kxan.com.